back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be reviewing the new Anastasia palette. Seems like it's the deal lately. Everyone's talking about it. It's called the Soft Glam palette, which is right here. And I'm not gonna lie, I did open it, but I didn't swatch it, which makes what I did not cheating, I guess. So like, I didn't swatch it, but I kind of used it. But like, I used some shades, not the really sparkly ones. I wanted to leave that for like first impression. That I'm gonna review. It's fallout, pigmentation, everything. I'm gonna say if it's worth the $42, if it's not worth the $42, everything. Basically, by the end of this video, you guys will know if this palette is worth the money. The packaging is right over here. It looks just like this. Packaging is right here. It's a nice nude color. It just says Soft Glam by Anastasia. And it's a really nice, simple packaging from the outside. I really like the color. It's the same thing as the Modern Renaissance and all her other palettes, but it's just a different color. It's that same, I don't know how to explain this texture. It's a really nice, soft, yet rough texture. It's really nice. I love the packaging, and it's just, it comes with a little slippy thingy, and I'm loving it, you guys. Like, let's just take a look at this palette. Like, isn't it a beauty? It really is really, really nice. And same thing, you guys, just obviously some different colors, but I've been hearing some things. I've been hearing some little talkity talk from people that we have the same shades as her other palette. We have Tempera, the same thing. We have Burnt Orange, the same thing. Cypress Umber, I think I'm pronouncing this right. Like, we have some shades that she included in her other palette, same here. So let's move on with naming everything. So let's start with Tempera. Tempera is your really basic white shade. You can't say it's your matte, really matte white, but it has like a teeny tiny hint of sparkle in there. You could barely see it on your eye if you put it on, but it's your good, it's a nice shade to start with, you know, it's not bad. As your matte white. If you don't have a matte white, this is not a bad shade. And then you have Glistening. Then you have Orange Soda. Orange Soda is just your crayon that you color with your skin. You use color, if you guys color. Yeah, so this is basically literally this color, but in an eyeshadow form. And then we have probably my favorite shade. It's called Rose Pink. It's such a nice, sparkly yet matte in a rose type of way. I'm loving this shade without even swatching it. Okay, then you have Sultry, which is one of your sparkly shades. And so Sultry is this burgundy, brown, purple. It's a really nice shade. I like it. Then you have the color Bronze, which is, it's your gold. Basically, it's just a gold, a sparkly gold, and I'm loving that. And then you have the next shade, which is called Mulberry. It's basically your burgundy color. Not really burgundy, you're brown. You're really deep burgundy brown. If that makes any sense. Okay, and then you have your Dusty Rose. And I believe this color was in the Modern Renaissance palette. I think so, but I'm not very sure. Guys, let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong. But Dusty Rose is like this really light lavender. And then you have the shade Fairy, which is kind of not too sparkly, but more as a light shimmer. And it's just like a really light gold, really, really light gold. Then you have Burnt Orange, which you guys are probably familiar with because I used it in my last video. Burnt Orange is your really a nice nude brown. And moving on to the shade Sienna. Sienna is a nice burgundy brown, but a lighter shade than Mulberry. If you guys remember Mulberry, it's basically a lighter shade of Mulberry. And then you have Rustic, which is almost the same as burnt orange, but burnt orange has an orange tone to it, but rustic just has that light brown to it. And then you have cypress umber is a really dark brown. It's just your dark brown. And then you have Nor. Let's call this one Nor because I'm guessing the I is not pronounced, so Nor. Nor is just a black, your black matte. Okay, so here are the shades up close. You have Tempera, Glistening, Orange Soda, Rose Pink, Sultry, Bronze, Mulberry, Dusty Rose, Fairy, Burnt Orange, Sienna, Rustic, Cypress Umber, and Nor. So here they are, you guys, really up close. Very nice shades. I'm loving these shades, you guys. Okay, so now let's talk about their fallout. So I have here the brush that it came with it, which is right here. You guys are probably familiar with it from her other palettes. I really recommend this brush, like for a brush that comes with a palette. I feel like it is really good quality and you should use it if you want to. Like, I recommend this brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just tap some of any shade I want. I'm just gonna choose Orange Soda. And I'm just gonna test out its fallout. And as soon as I tap onto my brush, I see a little fallout. You see, as soon as I put some on this brush, you can kind of see a little fallout. So I'm guessing the fallout for this palette is a little too much. So the fallout for this palette is not so amazing. I mean, the fallout is a little too much for this palette, and also in her other palette. But to be honest, her palettes are always amazing. So like, I feel like you shouldn't always judge a palette by its fallout. But this is a really good palette, so I don't think fallout is gonna be a big problem. And moving on to pigmentation. So as you guys can see, I have swatched all of them and the pigmentation is really good for this palette. Let me just show you guys an up close. They are really pigmented and really good. So as you guys saw, the pigmentation for this palette is really good. I mean, all those swatches you guys saw were just one time me swatching it. I just dipped in my finger one time and just swatched it once, and that was amazing. Really good pigmentation, so it's a plus for the pigmentation. A little bit for the fallout. Her fallout is a little bit too much for her palettes, but I think you could deal with it if a palette is really good and pigmented. So the fallout isn't so good. Pigmentation is really good. Now the big question, is this palette worth $42? Yes, this palette is worth $42 because you do get a lot of shades. The shades are really pigmented. The packaging is good. It doesn't feel cheap or not good quality. It's just a really good palette, and it's a combined, it's like a two-in-one palette. You have your natural mattes and all that, and then you have your sparkly, really nice glamorous shimmers and sparkles, whatever you guys want to call it. So yes, this palette is worth $42. If I were for her to put another palette up and it is $42, I would not resist. I would really buy it because her palettes are honestly really amazing. That leads us to the end of this video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you guys got a little more information on this new palette. And I really appreciate the support. I know my first video got up. I was really happy that my video was liked by many people, and a lot of you guys really liked my video. And I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
I'll smoke your fire.